Hello, this is Carrie from Almost Babies by Carrie. I just wanted to go over with you and let you know what I've been doing to Joseph Awake. I've since then, after his shading and blushing, I've added, I believe, 2 more layers of flesh. My flesh mixes, they range from baby to baby, depending on the shade I'm going for. Hold on 1 second. I adjust it based on the shade I'm going for, but I use Flesh 02. I use all the flesh colors sometimes. I just mix away until I get a color that I'm happy with. The last 2 layers of Joseph Awake, I did use Flesh 02. Well, the pre-mix I made was like Flesh 02, Burnt Umber, and a little bit of Ultramarine Blue just to counter out some of that orange that the Burnt Umber causes. That was the first few flesh washes, and then I continued on with like 2 more flesh washes that I added into the mix. I added raw umber into the mix just to give it a little bit darker, like coffee color. You can see it's settled a little bit. That's why you always want to stir your paints up. But it's pretty watery, it's pretty dark, and I just apply it, and like I did with the other washes, and pounce it in, and you get a nice little, it builds up a nice skin tone. I might go darker with him. I'm not sure how dark I'm going to make him, but I did add in the inner eyes, I added some purple. The purple mix I made earlier, I actually made 2 mixes. One was the purple I used like behind the knees, around the nose, inside the nostrils and ears, but I also went back and this is a purple I made from my shading color. A little bit of the shading color that is like your dark umbers and stuff to get that color. I also use thinning medium in it. So what I do is I take a little bit into the well and I add purple into it to give it a nice little plum purple color, and I use that to go in around in the corners of the eyes and inside the ears. I'll also use this color around the edge of the lips when I go to paint them, up this very corner edge, just to line them and fade them in with a brush. I'll add it with another thin liner and fade it in with that. Joseph also had, in between the flesh layers I added to him, I added, believe it or not, a green wash. Yep, a green wash. But don't worry, it doesn't make your baby a Shrek color green, but it is awfully green. But I put that on and I kick it right off. I do 1 piece at a time as I do that. As I apply the wash, that way you can apply it and then remove it. After I did that, I did a peach wash. Nice little peach wash. They look bright when you put them on them, but once you pounce it off with a sponge, it gives you just that little bit of pop that your kit might need, and it livens up the skin tone. And if your baby's going too orange, if you're using burnt umber, and sometimes they get a little orange, hit it with a green wash. That'll tone that orange down and make it more of a brown. Don't be afraid to play with your colors. I always experiment, doing something different every time. And that way, no 2 babies of mine are alike. They're always different by somehow. But that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm going to go back over with his blushing on his feet and his soles and his hands. And I will continue to build his lip color up. I just use the red blushing color just to lightly put on the lips and fan it out with a flat brush. And that's pretty much it. I just built it up. I did add some more blushing to his cheeks. I think he's going to be a girl.
I think he's not going to be a girl.
You think so? That's my daughter Bella in the background. But that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I didn't show the orange or the green washes because I apply it the same way I apply on my layers, my flesh layers. I put it with apply with a thick brush, and then I pounce it off with the sponge. That's what we're doing today. We're going to be doing more blushing. So if you have any questions, guys, just shoot me a message, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.